Good afternoon. This is a Shaman oracle reading for the sign of Leo. The native zodiac gives Leo a new birthstone or magical stone, and it changes from the stone ruby to now carnelia. This sturdy stone carnelia is often associated with a protective power. It is said that wearing carnelia stones gives confidence. The carnelia comes in different colors, from orange to brownish red varieties. I love carnelia, and I love all stones and jewelry, like most women and some men as well, right? The Latin language gives carnelia an additional meaning because there it means flesh and blood, and this comes from the word carne, which means flesh and blood. As it is vivid red that looks like flesh and blood, I guess it's the way it was named for. It's an orange to red translucent chalcedony with a classy luster that is hard and durable. When you strike the carnelian stone gently, you can hear a crisp and lively sound. So it is said. Since the carnelian is quite common in nature, the stone is inexpensive, has a beautiful color, and also that great meaning. It can be noted that carnelia can be found in almost every great civilization, from the civilization of Mesopotamia before biblical times to the time of Napoleon, who brought back a large 8-sided carnelia from his triumph in Egypt. Also, in Tibetan Buddhism, carnelia was known for its medicinal and spiritual values. The ancient Greeks and Romans used carnelia in so-called intaglio rings, with the Romans symbolically referring to the dark carnelius as a man and the light carnelius as a woman. In addition, the Chalcedony seal of Muhammad of the Arabian Empire was a silver crested intaglio carnelian. Moreover, the carnelian has been a stone of great religious significance since ancient times. Not only Buddhism, Christianity, and Islam hold it sacred, but even Isis, the Egyptian goddess in mythology, used carnelia to escort the dead on their journey to the afterlife. Called the third eye by ancient scholars, carnelia is said to have a resonating effect on the human body through fluctuations, so it is widely used in astrology and spiritualism. Tibetan Buddhism uses carnelia together with amber, clams, pearls, corals, gold, and silver as the 7 treasures for the so-called sea beads in Tibet. In Egyptian culture, carnelia is representing longevity, since it is linked to the goddess Isis. While carnelia belongs to chalcedony, agate is a big category of chalcedony, and the red agate is the most valuable, loved by actors, male and female. So, that was a quite long explanation describing carnelia, but I think it's worth knowing, and I hope you too agree. Wearing Carnelia gives you courage, says this native meaning, and Leo already has lots of it, meaning courage and also endurance, leadership, and motivation. Leo's element is fire in the Western zodiac and now gets a second element, namely water. In native zodiac, Leo is both fire and water. The energy given to Leo is powerful and desirable. The animal spirit for Leo by the native zodiac is salmon. This fish is driven by passion and desire, wants to control and enjoys a good life. As such, the salmon is the symbol of providence and abundant wealth. Now we come to the direction pertaining to Leo, and the natives gives Leo a double direction, namely south, southwest. While the color white signifies the south, because the power of the sun in the south is very strong, leading to warmth and pleasant winds, the west is attributed the color black, a place where the sun sets at the end of each day. And now, Leo, we come to the actual card reading. The soul card that came out on the upper right left, this one here, is called Rain Spirit. And the second soul card is called Ladder here on the right. To further clarify this reading, we have two more cards, and left is the animal spirit and right is the Shaman Oracle, mystical oracle card. Okay? So, I will ask a question now to Mother Earth, who will answer for the card number 1 on the upper left, called Rain Spirit. And the question is, what gifts are you giving to Leo today? The Rain Spirit card relates to some kind of enlightenment and says that one can expect an unexpected blessing because a spiritual blessing is on the horizon. When this message finally reaches you, Leo, something will become clear to you. The card shows a kind of an unusual figure wearing the cloak of the shaman. This shaman here on this card brings hope by means of the tears that are flowing down out of one eye. This one here. Here are the tears flowing down. Okay? And so the tears relate to rain, and rain is always a blessing. A blessing for parts of the world where rain is needed, for instance the desert or regions nearby, but also for all other parts of the world rain is needed. Rain is a good message. Rain is a gift of life, since there is no life without water. Tears are symbols to let go of, to let flow that which needs to release some pressure, disappointment, betrayal, unkind words, and sometimes even words that were not said can lead to tears. Tears also relate to a quick judgment about a matter that is unfair. We shed some tears when untruthfulness and many other things take place. This card wants you to know, Leo, there is always a higher power at work. This card also lets you know that something is going on in your life that is not fully disclosed to you. So be aware that what comes your way in form of maybe hiding behind a mask, so to keep some truth away from you. Also take people as they are and show compassion towards them. Do not criticize others too quickly, but show some empathy. Take a slow approach and gain some clarity before you jump into conclusions. Sometimes, Leo, we need to step back a bit, and we also sometimes have to give more than we receive. This is what the rain spirit teaches. It never hurts to show kindness, goodwill, and to be gracious. The tear coming out of the one eye is also your reminder to start crying again. Crying is very important. Tears clear up one's heartfelt emotions about a matter. They set free one's sadness to bring back joy. Act as an ambassador of the rain spirit, says this card, and take tears seriously. This is the message from Mother Earth to you. Now we come to the upper card on the right, called Letter. The question that needs to be answered regarding this card will be given to you, Leo, by Father Sky. So question number 2 is, which greater insight can Leo expect? The letter is a medium used to give one access to a deeper and higher dimension of spirituality. One must climb up rung by rung to increase spiritual abilities. But first, a person needs the courage to even have the desire to achieve higher enlightenment. Every person can get it, but often people give up too soon to achieve it. It's hard work to ascend and so relates to some pains which many refuse to undergo. Ladders are there to take us up and also down. And before we take a step up, we have to know our motives. To know your motive helps you out to climb up, because now you have the right desire to undertake such an action. On the card we see a bridge. This bridge signifies a way toward the invisible world, where the spiritual has its home. The Indian tribes of the southwest use ladders also for climbing up their pueblo houses. Pueblo houses are built like apartment houses, many levels, so a ladder is needed to reach each floor. Also, the pueblos have so-called kivas, which are meeting places to conduct their rituals. Such kivas are underground, and a ladder is needed to go down there. Underground kivas are built in a circular manner so that the pueblos can hold their meetings sitting in a big circle. Kivas are caves hidden away so as to stay sacred and protected. I guess, Leo, the message for you is to use the ladder towards an increased awareness of spirituality and for understanding better the basics of life. Use the ladder to go down a bit also to get a better picture of this realm as well. Clear up unfinished business Know your goals first and then start ascending. The card, says Father Sky, is your invitation to start climbing, Leo. Now we come to your animal spirit card. This is called the owl. The owl stands for abundance, clairvoyance, and treasures. From east to west, we see the owl to be otherworldly and mysterious, says the shaman. The owl very much belongs to the spiritual world, and the white owl pictured on this card relates to the goddess Lakshmi. Goddess Lakshmi is the principal goddess of Hinduism, and she is the goddess of wealth, fortune, power, beauty, fertility, and prosperity. And she is associated with Maya, who is illusion. Along with Parvati and Saraswati, she forms the Tridevi of Hindu goddesses. Goddess Lakshmi has many names: Sri, Narayani, Bhargavi, Bhagavati, Padma, Kamala, Vaishnavi, and Lakshmi. Lakshmi is honored as the so-called mother goddess because she is both the consort and the divine energy, Shakti called, of the Hindu god Vishnu. There is much more to say, but I leave it here as it is, okay? When the card of the wild owl appears, you can call yourself lucky. The card is saying to you that wealth, good fortune, and beauty is on its way. Any treasure coming your way, Leo, can be both spiritual and also material. The owl spirit increases one's awareness, how one sees the unseen and knows the unknown. So, the wild owl increases Dharma. Dharma is the eternal and inherited nature of reality, regarded in Hinduism as the cosmic law, underlying right behavior and social order. So the wild owl increases such Dharma. Know that some great offering is coming your way, Leo. It could mean also that such offering is coming from you, giving it to someone you want to give that blessing, says Father Sky. Now, last card in your reading is the card called the Indian cross, this one here. The Indian cross is very interesting because it relates to the cosmology of the shaman. The shaman's cosmology relies on wisdom in order to delve into and to reach the upper and the lower worlds. This is needed to reach a higher state of awareness. In the middle and center of this cross, right here, we can see the opening. An opening is called gateway, and one needs to go through this gateway to gain the needed wisdom. But caution, says this card. Don't move too fast or you miss the full benefits of the Indian cross. It takes time and also great effort to reach the knowledge needed to be called a true knower of the Indian cross. So Leo, don't rush, take time, be patient, and wait for things to grow says Mother Earth and Father Sky. So that was the reading for Leo. I thank you for being here and I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I would like to see you back next time when I have a new reading for Leo. I wish you a wonderful Saturday and goodbye.